Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're going to look at 80s cars today. I'm going to pick an 80s car. We're going to tune it, try to decide if I'm going to go for like a purist build or a grip build or a power build. I really don't have any idea which way we're going to go with it. Here we are at the car selection screen, and we're going to sort by year and just take a look at 80s cars first of all. Man, that's a freaking cool one right there. I would love to, maybe we start with that one. To be completely honest with you, I would love, and we may circle back to that. I would love to tune that Formula Drift car to see if we can make it into a race car. It's got 750 horsepower. It's at the bottom of S1 now. I'm curious if we could turn that into a race car. Let's circle back to that. We may end up with that 325, an 89 325. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else is super cool. The BMWs are speaking to me. I know Marlon's already tuned up the Porsche. There's, of course, the Ferraris would be great. F40s, F50s. There's the Regal, the GNX Grand National, Firebirds, Hammer Coupes, a little bit of Mustang action, RS200s. Torino, the Mugen Civic. That's an interesting one, huh? Isn't that? That could be an interesting build, the Mugen Civic. Let's keep going. We're definitely not doing the Vandura. Some Audis, some Volkswagens, more BMWs, Fiestas, Renault, and that's it. We're at the end of the 80s cars. So we could do, gosh, let's see. And I love the 3.3. So I think what we're going to do, gosh, so it's either between that Mugen Civic, or that BMW. I think what I want to do, I want to see if we can build a race car out of a Formula Drift car. I've been trying to do this for a minute anyways. Let's grab this bad boy and see what we can do. Let's see if we can build a race car out of this. I think, well, let's just see what it looks like, right? Let's take a look at it. We're going to go into the upgrades and tunings. We're going to make sure it's completely stock. So let's go to the setup manager, reset default upgrades, and it is completely stock. Great. So now that the car is completely stock, you always want to do two things that you should do when you're tuning or preparing to upgrade and tune a car. Two things you need to do. You want to look at the tuning and see if anything is tunable to begin with. So this comes with tires are tunable, the final drive is tunable, the suspension is tunable, the alignment, anti-roll bars, springs, damping, aeros tunable, brakes are not, differentials fully tunable. This car is only thing not tunable on this car is the brakes and then the individual gears. I mean, this car is completely tunable already. It's good to know. So basically what that means is we could just go ahead and slap power at this car. Power and gears, and everything else is tunable. Great. So let's take a look. There's one other thing that we always need to look at, and I know this isn't going to be applied here, but we're going to look anyways. You want to always look at your car from the side and turn the tires. Just to see. Gosh, look at that. Is a crazy amount of wheel turn there. That can't be right. It just looks weird to me. Maybe it is right. Man, that's a cool car though. But what I'm looking at is I want to see if all four tires turn. They do not in this instance. Alright, so that's a drift car. We do not want a drift car. I want to make this a race car. Let's see if we can do it. The first thing we're going to need to do clearly is we're going to have to change these tires. So let's do that. We'll go to the upgrades and tuning. Let's see what kind of tires it's got on there. I suspect they're a drift compound, right? Damn. Interesting. So what I'm looking at right now is the lateral G's. It's not a lot of lateral G's. We're gonna try and we'll start on the fully upgraded compound. We're gonna fully upgrade the compound, front and rear. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this all-wheel drive as well. Let's see if there's an all-wheel drive conversion. Thankfully there is. And that'll give us, when you upgrade to the all-wheel drive, that'll give you access to fully upgraded gears, the final drive and individual gears. Let's see here. So then we're going to have a 6 in there. There's a 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you can also throw the 4-speed drift transmission in there if you want. I'm going to keep the 6 in there. That's probably fine for now. I am going to upgrade the driveline and the race differential. Let's see. Did I upgrade the tires fully in front, rear, and back? We did. And there is no aero upgrades. And I don't know if this car is going to work. Let's... it's already very light. Dang, man, those lateral G numbers are not very good for racing. That's not very good. Not very good at all. I don't know if we'll be able to use this car. Those are not very good numbers. We may not be able to make this a race car after all. There's just no way to fix it either. I mean, I have the best compound possible, front and rear, and it's fully upgraded. And we're still sitting at 1.25 lateral G's at 120. I don't think there's anything we can do with this car, but let's give it a drive anyways. We may have to go with the other car. This might not be raceable at S1, period, the end. But we're going to give it a drive real quick before I get into the tuning, just to see how it handles. Can't always get what you want. What I'm looking at there is the camber. You can see the inner to the outer, and the front tires especially 190 degrees inside, 90 on the outside, and then the back as well, 106 on the outside and 180 on the inside. That angle is all wrong. I'm not getting much contact with the surface that we're driving on. Let's adjust that now. Let's try something like that. A little better. And this thing is tapping out fast. Let's change these gears. Let's just... Oh my god, look at that. It tops out at 150 and we're getting there in about 2 seconds flat. Let's just throw this all the way at 220. Gosh, and we're still... Well, we're getting 224. That's not bad. That is fast, though. From 0 to 60, 0 to 100 in... Well, 0 to 100 in 4.0 is fast. That's actually legit fast. All right, let's try that for a second. What else is going on here? Oh, we got very soft roll bars, very soft springs with interesting ride heights. What I'm doing is just making the back a little stiffer than the front. This could help for sure. There's barely any arrow, but it is adjustable. Very small. It's so weird. Okay, we got something to start with here for sure. It might be drivable. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's fast. It's very fast. 0 to 100. Alright, let's leave it at that for now. Alright, let's take it out to the highway, just see what it's fooling around with. I'm going to set it here. So there's a jump there. And we're going to come from down here. We're going to basically start here. It goes uphill a little bit here. So we'll see how the gears perform up to whatever, 6th gear, 220. And then we'll check it again if we have to make adjustments. There's another uphill, I think, here. So we'll catch it twice going uphill, see how it works. And then we'll also come down here and we'll have a high-speed turn to the left here. We want to see how it performs on that turn before it goes to the jump. So that's basically what we're going to try and do by starting down here. I'm going to look at the gears. I'm going to see how the car performs at a high-speed turn. I'm going to see how it goes uphill with the gears. And we're going to check the tires. So you see how the tires are all cold. 110s straight across, front and back. Let's go. So we're just going to keep an eye on, see how those tires heat up. You see the temperatures are kind of consistent across the rear tires, and they're not bad across the front either. That's probably pretty good where they're at. We didn't actually get into the yellows or even the clears, which tells me we could probably get away with a lesser compound. That might be the thing to try and do. Alright, let's see. They're going right back to cold. The rear tires are staying warm, aren't they? No, they're going down too. Yeah, they're going straight back to cold. Alright. So we may use a lesser compound, which will give us more power. That'll be the trade-off that we get there. But what we want to look at now is we're going to actually watch the speed, see how it gets through the gears. Keep an eye on, it's going to show you first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and 6th gear. Gets through first just fine, second fine, third pretty good.
400 yards. Turn sharp
Fourth was a little slow, not bad. We're still getting through fifth. Okay, 6th gear, here we go. So what I want to see, here's that uphill I was talking about. I want to see what happens when we're going uphill. It's very slight. We're still gaining speed going uphill. You want to see that? That's good. If it was losing speed, I have an issue with that. But we didn't. So the last thing to check here is we're going to come around this turn, and I want to see how it performs in this turn. Full throttle. I hit a car, but it didn't feel terrible.
You've arrived at your destination.
We might be able to make a race car out of this after all, huh? I mean, the downforce is not good. It may never work racing. We're gonna give it a try. We might be able to make it competitive, right? It's probably not gonna be a meta car, but we might make it good enough to compete in that first group. Maybe. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I'm saying right off rip, we should know that the amount of lateral G's that it's showing us is not great. It's not great. So let's take a look here. Let's drop some tire pressure. It's always good to do. Oh wait, we should have done that before you checked how they heated up. Gears seem okay. Not too bad. Slot that like that. That's okay as well. Anti-roll bars are fine. Springs probably fine. Ride height's fine. It's a little different than I would do with my damping. For racing, we might bump this up a little bit. Let's go 8, 12, something like that. You know, we can actually do math for that. So let's take a look at something. We're going to apply that. We'll do some math here. So let's go cars. We're going to go to change car. We're not actually going to change it. So this car is 55% to the front. We're going to use that math to set our damping. Your total stiffness is 20. So you want to do it's 55% in the front. So 20 times 55% will give you your front damping value. So what's that going to be, about 11 or something? 20 times 0.55 is 11. And then obviously 45% is going to be 9, because 11 plus 9 equals 20. And then we're going to do 50% of these values for the back. So 5.5 here, 4.5 there. Okay, don't see any issues with that. This all looks fine to me. Let's see. Stay right there. It's pretty good. All right, so this is all we're gonna do with the tuning for now. The only thing I can do is test it. The only thing we do is test it. I mean, there isn't much more tuning we can do to it. It either will or will not work. We can try and throw it on a lesser compound to give us more power. I'm not sure if that's the way to go, but we'll try it like this in some online racing, see what happens. And if I doubt, like, speed isn't going to be our problem, right? It's not going to be a problem. It's pretty quick, but maybe we need more top speed, maybe something. I mean, the only other option we have here, if this doesn't work, I can slap on a lesser compound, and that will allow us to put a lot more, not a lot more, but maybe 50, 60 more horsepower into this car. See what happens there. So Estadio is great. This is like the ultimate worst tracks for this car, this build. These are high-speed builds. Excuse me. These are high-speed, high-grip tracks that you want. We have none of that, so now we'll see what happens. This is Estadio here. Next was Tunas Blancas, and then Playa Azul. Yeah, I don't know if we're able to make this into a race car or not. It's quick. I've always wanted to try and turn one of these Formula Drift cars into a race car. All right, here we go. Formula Drift. See how Formula translates to Formula 1, which is, of course, Jean Girard, how he would tell you Formula 1 racing. Sir, please. All right, where are we at? We are in front of some serious cars. C8, 911, 21 GT3, Ford GT05s, Pagani Zondas. Serious competition here. Let me get out a car, something more familiar to racing for me. The launch is good. I mean, the car launch is good. It's quick. But I think that's pretty much the only thing that's going to do well. I think we are definitely lacking in the, oh yeah, the ability to handle these corners. Damn. Yeah. We may not be able to make a race car out of this one after all. Just no grip at all, and that's on the best compound we can get, and there is no, you can't put any downforce on it, so this car might be it. We're dead in the water here, it appears. Hey, what's up, Sean? Welcome to the show, man. Do I want to chat on Xbox? Sure, we can chat on Xbox. Hit me up. Go ahead. I have my headset on. You can chat with me. I am trying to... I'm probably going to tune up another car, but you're welcome to join in there. I'm definitely going to tune up another car. This car didn't work, so yeah, we can chat. Do you have Forza right now? You're unable to play Forza, aren't you? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, looks like we're dead in the water with that, so I'm gonna grab a different 80s car. Don't have Forza, but I like to chat instead. Yeah, we can. I think probably this isn't the best show for a chat, man. Probably not. I'm going to be tuning up unless you want to talk about tuning. I don't know if this is a chat show. We could do a chat stream some other time, a just chat stream. I think this is, I want to get a tune in. I need to get a tune, and I need to get this episode. I want to do some, basically what I'm trying to do today. I want to practice editing. I want to put some music into my show, so I need to record and do some editing, and for that I need to do some, well, I need to get a tune done, and this one right here is no good, so we're gonna have to jump out of there. I'm gonna have to try and build a different 80s car. It's unfortunate to pick such a cool looking car and be unable to race with it. I'm gonna have to jump out. Playa Azul isn't gonna work either. Playa Azul is a very fast track, but it's fast, but it also needs, you need plenty of downforce, and this car just has none. Has next to zero downforce. Why don't you let me finish the tune-up, and then we can chat after that. It's not really a chat stream. I want to build a tune in this episode, so... Oh, shit. Just stop that. I meant to leave the race. I ended up leaving Forza totally. Alright, let's see if we can load this back up. Start part 2 of the stream. I'm going to restart the stream, so Sean, you can jump in there if you like. Because that first half of this stream is wasted completely. That car is untunable. For racing, at least. So we're going to restart the stream. Try a different car. This way, the reason I'm stopping the stream and restarting is it's less for me to edit. Since that first whole section is wasted anyways, I can start the stream and start over, and I'm going to restart the stream. Hey, what's up, Marlon? I'm going to restart the stream in just like 2 seconds here. Basically, what we just filmed is worthless. I can't do anything with it, so I'm going to stop the stream, restart it, so then from here on forward, I know that this is good content. Because this car, Marlon, I'll show you what's going on. So basically, I wanted to tune up a Formula Drift 328i for racing, right? So I threw on, I was hoping to be able to tune it up. It's such a cool looking car, the BMW, and I wanted to tune it to see if I could race it in S1. It had plenty of cap space to get up to S1, but it couldn't do nothing. You don't have the ability to throw any downforce on it, and even with fully upgraded front and rear track width or tire width and full race slicks, you still get next to zero downforce in this car, or not downforce, just next to zero grip. So there is nothing I can really do with this BMW, the 325i. It's cool, it's very cool, but it's not tunable. So I have one other car. Yeah, not this stream, Sean. We can do like a just chatting stream. Maybe make a new series garbage, but cool. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Yeah, we can do another like stream some other time for just chatting, but for this stream I need to get some tuning done. So I'm actually gonna restart